So exam season is right around the corner, and you're probably asking yourself, how am I not going to fail this term? How am I going to pass? Look no further, because your girl T is about to serve you with some wholesome tea on how to prep for your upcoming exams. Yeah, like this means continue watching. The next slide is about to be the intro to the new video, so I'm just gonna put up a disclaimer. Take this advice with a pinch of salt. I do this personally when it comes to my tests and exams, and I do pretty well. Moving on to tip number 1. Past papers are your best friend. Past papers in the mark scheme are your best friend. Look, these are all past papers that I have completed, and I did this in preparation for my April exams. I have more in the house, by the way. So anyways, yeah, past papers are your best friend. This helps you with getting familiar to exam style questions, because it's an exam question. Everything in there is an exam question. So you're going to be introduced to very hard questions, especially if you're the type of person who never uses past papers. When you get a look at the questions, you're gonna be like,
this is how they're gonna ask it. Like, sir, this looks nothing like my textbook.
But yeah, it helps you get familiar with exam style questions, and these are the types of questions that your teachers, or at the end of the year, the exam board you're writing with is going to give you. So the more you practice them, the more you'll be comfortable with looking at those types of questions and being able to answer them to the best of your ability. Still related to the past papers is mark schemes. Like I said, past papers and mark schemes are your best friend. When you're done with the past paper, mark your answers with the mark scheme. See where they are allocating marks. See what type of keywords they're looking for in your answers, or if it's something like maths, see the methods that they used to get the answer. Because sometimes you'll be thinking like,
but I did the same thing, how come my answers are different?
See where you're going wrong. Be very analytical about it. When you're using the mark scheme, be very analytical. Mark schemes will help you see what your teachers are looking for, what the examiner is looking for, and once you get used to seeing the type of model answers that they want, the minute you see a similar question, you already have key points in your head, like, okay, this is a topic about energy and respiration. These people are most likely going to want to hear about me saying mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. So yeah, that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is going to break some of your guys' hearts, because I know when it's exam season, that's when some of you like to pick up your textbook.
The whole year, you didn't know what your textbook looked like. You didn't know what chapter from the textbook this teacher was talking about. You never saw your textbook. You were going this direction and your textbook was going that direction. But exam season, you want to be like this. You want to be like this with your textbook. Why?
Some of you people have textbooks that are this thick for every single subject. You're telling me that you're going to study the whole textbook for every single subject. You're doing 8 subjects, 10 subjects, 12 subjects, and you want to be studying something that looks like this for all your subjects. Number 1, you already know you're not going to get through everything you need to know if you just study from the textbook. Number 2, you know that your exams tend to be packed. They tend to be like this, back to back to back. There is no way each and every single day your face is inside a textbook trying to memorize 25 chapters for 10 different subjects. It's impossible. That's why I'm here to tell you, don't touch your textbook or your notebook. Instead, use them as a reference for whatever you don't know. Now, I know some of you guys are gonna come at me with,
but Tamanda, I don't know anything. So clearly, I need to use the textbook for everything because I don't know anything.
Or you're gonna be like,
But Tamanda, how am I gonna know what I don't know if I don't open the textbook? Like,
let's go back to tip number 1. When you're done with the past paper and you're done marking it, you should go back and look, okay, so which topics or chapters am I failing in this past paper? Because it's not everything. Trust me, you're going to look at the past paper and see, questions about chapters 1, 3, and 5, I'm failing. So clearly, I need to focus on chapters 1, 3, and 5 only. Now that you've narrowed down which chapters you need to focus on, go back to those questions. That question that was based on chapter 1, try and pick at it and see what subtopic or topic under chapter 1 do you really need to focus on, because you don't have to waste your time studying the whole of chapter 1. You probably know the 10 subtopics under chapter 1 very well, but it's that 11th subtopic under chapter 1 that you keep on getting wrong. So once you've analyzed all of those things and you can see,
okay, I really know chapter 1 very well, but it's just this topic about mitochondria that I keep on getting wrong.
When you go to your textbook, you are only going to look at mitochondria under chapter 1. You're not going to look at the whole of chapter 1. You spend less time cramming the whole textbook, because now you're just going to be looking at the things that you're struggling in. Does this not make sense? My final tip.
So I lied. This is not my final tip. It's actually just my third tip.
Is not really targeted at everyone, because I know there are only a certain amount of people who like to make study notes. So if you're that type of person, I am telling you now, there is no way on earth you are going to write chapter notes for every single chapter that you haven't done your chapter notes for. You and I both know you're gonna waste a lot of time writing chapter notes, getting your different colored pens and different colored pencils and different colored highlighters, trying to make your study notes. There is no way. You don't have the time. Whether or not you're that type of person who likes to write chapter notes, my suggestion or tip is to look for chapter notes on the internet. If you don't like reading, you can also look up YouTube videos on that certain chapter or topic that you're struggling with. And what I highly suggest for you to do is to take whatever knowledge you read up or whatever, and then write down every single thing you think is important. Look at this. This is what I feel like is everything I need to know about chapter 12. If you go to the textbook, my bio textbook, chapter 12 is probably like 30 pages. I summarized 30 pages into one page, and this is what I feel is everything I need to know about that chapter. So keywords and key equations, and yeah, that's about it. After doing past papers, after looking at the topics that I struggle with, I then go onto the internet and look at someone else's summary notes of the chapter, or I watch a YouTube video of someone explaining that chapter to me, and then from all of that process I've gone through, I now make a quick, short, one-page summary of everything I feel I need to know about that chapter, and then I'm done. So my final tip, which is tip number 4, is prioritize your subjects. By now, if you've been at school for an entire year and you do 8 subjects, by now you should know out of those 8 subjects which ones you're failing at. If you're a person who's failing all your subjects, then I'll highly recommend you focus on maths, English, and your second language, because a lot of examining boards and schools tend to promote students who pass maths and English at a certain threshold. So if you're failing all your subjects, at least try and aim to pass maths and English, and preferably your second language, so that at least you can be promoted to the next grade. And then for the people who aren't failing all their subjects, but you know which subjects you're failing at, prioritize those ones. There's no point in you spending the same amount of time on maths, like you do with physics, because you're passing maths. You can do one past paper the day before your maths test or exam and come out with an A. But if you were to do that for physics, you'll probably get 40%. So try adjusting your timetable. Like, please, come on. That's it from the girl. That's all I have. Comment down below any tips you have for someone who's doing badly at school, or they're not performing to the level that they want to be performing at. Tell me what you think. So yeah, I'ma see you guys down below in the comments section. Able to know by now which structure. Am I hearing things? Wait. Yep. It's exactly what I thought. I can hear failure coming. You're that person who's failing all 8 of the subjects that you're doing. Mate, have you considered dropping out? Okay, jokes. So, yeah. It's going to be student related, huh? You already know what I'm gonna say. Cut. I wasn't going to do that whole generic go to sleep early, drink water, eat peanuts during your test. Like, no, you guys already know that. You already know it. Plus also I don't do those things because no ma'am, no. Anyways, that's it from the girl. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, tell all your friends about me so they also stay in tune, also stay in line, so they also have these tips at their disposal. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking because I think I am that girl, but I am not that girl. Okay,